Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Catherine. I'll be your webinar facilitator today. I'd like to welcome everyone and thank you for joining us for the new Large Capacity Multi-Zone Systems webinar. As a brief reminder, all lines are currently on mute to prevent background noise. If you have questions during the presentation, please type them into your chat box. We'll be happy to answer at the end of the webinar. This morning, it's my pleasure to welcome Naoki Fujita, Douglas Project Manager. Naoki, you may begin the webinar.
Okay, thank you, Catherine. Good morning, everyone. My name is Naoki Fujita. I'm a Douglas Product Manager, and I'm very excited to present this new large capacity multi-port to you. Okay, so let's start. So this is a large capacity multi-zone. We have 4MXS, 3MXL, that size multi-zone today, but this is going to go beyond that. So we have two SKUs out of this new model. So the first one is 4-port Aurora multi-zone system, 4MXL 36T VJU, and this is a cold climate model which will produce 100% heating capacity down to 5F. And this 4MXL is qualified for many utility rebates, incentives. For example, the biggest one is called NEEP, Northeast Energy Efficiency Partnership. You can get several $100 incentive from this 4MXL. And we also have this National Utility Incentive Program, Energy Star. So for 4MXL, it's good to get all these utility rebates. And another model that we're going to have is 5-port MXS multi-zone system. The model name is 5MXS 48T VJU, and this is a 5-port large capacity multi-port with no BP box. By the way, 4MXL also has no BP box. It's a real home run style. And on the right, this is a photograph of the new model. And the biggest differentiation against the competitors is our large capacity multi-zone is a single fan system, short, not like the competitors. They use BRBS style, double fan tall unit, and they also require BP box. So we will have lower equipment costs and lower installation costs because of this new model. Moving on to the next slide, this is the detail of the new outdoor unit, how it looks like. This design is exactly the same as the current multi-port, so it will have the same design. And on the right, I took a photograph of the comparison because this new model will be bigger than the current 4MXS to get higher capacity. But if we compare the current RX30 and 36 model, it doesn't look that big. Actually, it looks shorter. So from the front, it looks smaller than the 30 and 36 model. And the next slide, this is the installation example. So we have already started setting this, and this unit is moving very fast. So last week I was in Eastern Canada in May, and I went to the job site of this new 4MXL model. This is how it looks like. It looks just like our current multi-port. We can hang it on the wall, and even at a 10 degrees temperature, this 4MXL was putting heat very well. On the next slide, this is a detailed spec. On the left, it is the 5MXS. On the right, it's the 4MXL. And I highlighted some key points in red. So the 5MXS, the maximum connectable indoor unit capacity is 58,000 BTU. And on the 4MXL, it is 48,000 BTU. And the breaker size will be a little bit bigger than the current multi-port. We will require 35 amps. The other good thing about the 5MXS is we will have longer piping lengths compared to the 4MXS. So the total maximum piping length is now 262 feet. 4MXS was 230 feet, and between each loom length. Now it is up to 98 feet, and 4MXS was 82 feet. So we will have longer piping length on the 5MXS. The last point is the operation range. The heating side is different between 5 and 4. So the 4MXL, we guarantee the heating operation range down to -13, -25 degrees Celsius. But this unit will not shut off at this temperature. It will still keep on running below this temperature. Moving on to the next slide. This is a competitor comparison of our new 5MXS. So I'm comparing Daikin and competitor M, competitor F, and I put their picture, outer picture below this chart. I have highlighted 5MXS48 in red because we are the only 5.4 multi which is rated at 48,000 BTU, 48. The others are 42, 45. So we are the true 48K rated 5.4 multi in the industry. And the other good point is we are the only one which exceeds SEER higher than 20. So I think there are several rebates if you have SEER higher than 20. So Daikin 5.4 multi will be the only one who can get those rebates. And we also have the highest HSPF, which is good for cold climates. Moving on to the next slide. So this is the summary chart of the Daikin MXS series after adding the 5MXS48. So now we have 2MXS, 3MXS, 4MXS, 5MXS. And 2MXS is 18,000 BTU, and 5MXS is 48,000 BTU. So we have broad range of capacity, starting from 18 to 48. And it is interesting that our biggest multi-port, 5MXS, has the highest SEER. So normally, if you have a bigger outdoor unit, you can get higher capacity, but it is difficult to balance the SEER efficiency side. But the new outdoor unit, 5MXS, will be well balanced and have higher capacity as well as higher efficiency. Moving on to the next slide, this is a competitor comparison chart of our 4-port cold climate model. So I'm comparing this with competitor F, which is equivalent to our model. They also have a single fan outdoor unit like us. But if we look at the capacity, we are much, much higher than them. On the cooling side, we are 40K, they're 36K. On the heating side, bigger difference, we are 50K, they're 42K. So even though we have the same size outdoor unit, single fan, we have higher heat maximum capacity. And also, not only the capacity, but we also have higher SEER than them, 21.7, and higher HSPF, we are 11.2. And we also have smaller breaker size, even though we have a higher maximum capacity. Moving on to the next slide. This is the summary of Daikin's MXL series. Now we have 4, so we have 2, 3, and 4 now. This new 4MXL has the highest SEER again, and also high EER enough to get rebates and Energy Star, and also we have a high HSPF. So now Daikin has a full range of the cold climate multi-port series. Moving on to the next slide, low ambient features. So our current 2MXL, 3MXL has this feature as well. So even though we have a bigger model for MXL, we still didn't forget to add these great low ambient feature that we need, especially in cold climates. That is on the left side, enhanced drain pan. So we punched many holes again to get rid of the drain water to prevent the ice building up on the bottom plate. And we added slope so that the drain water will run out quickly and prevent ice. So we'll have the same design as our 2MXL and 3MXL. And on the right, we also have this special enhanced cold climate PCB. The 2 and 3 also have this, but this is needed if you want to have reliable operation in the cold climate. So in the mini split technology, PCB board is like a brain, and it consists of 400 small components. And Daikin's enhanced PCB, every single 400 components are made from negative 13 degrees certified components. So we do not use even one part which is not qualified for the low ambient. So far, we launched this 2MXL, 3MXL 3 years ago, but I haven't heard any PCB issues so far. And again, I mentioned that the bottom plate design with many holes and slope is very important for to prevent ice building up on the bottom plate. And I made a comparison of the competitor of the bottom plate design. So our biggest competitor, EMS, has their 4MXL has 5 drain holes, and we have doubled in that. We have 10 drain holes and with many slopes. So our model will be very reliable in the cold climate. And also, this is something new for 4MXL and 5MXS, 2MXS, 3MXS, 4MXS, 2MXL, 3MXL do not have this. This is a new feature that we added for a new model. It is called Intelligent Defrost Mode. So on the left-hand side, I took a photograph of the traditional defrost mode. The frost is very, we get lots of frost around the coil during defrost mode, but this new technology, actually there's a learning function inside it. The outdoor unit will optimize the duration and frequency of the defrost operation based on the last cycle. So this new intelligent feature will learn the best ideal defrost operation in each region. Eventually, this will maximize the time in heating operation for additional comfort to occupants. So the owners do not need to feel less heating coming out from the wall mount unit during defrost mode. We will maximize the heating time. And according to the field test in Japan, in the northern island in Japan, Hokkaido, their result was they will have this function will have 20% longer heating operation than the models without it. And I'm conducting a field test in Eastern Canada and checking how much percentage longer heating capacity we can have in the North America. So once I get the test result, I will share with you, and we'll create a very easy to understand brochure talking how much heating capacity can we get from this feature. Moving on to the next slide. This is the accessory slide. We'll have the air direction adjustment grill like we used to. We made a new one because this outdoor unit is a little bit bigger, so we redesigned it, but we'll still have the new air wind baffle, and we have a drain plug, and we have a back protection wire net, and we have a new drain pan heater. So I have made some charts below here talking about the new drain pan heater. So this is also different from the current MXL series drain pan heater. So this is going to be more efficient. So it's on the new on the below, for the current drain pan, excuse me, the drain pan is on full time below 46F. It's not on and off. It will be always on, and it will be off above 46F. But above, on the new drain pan heater control, the drain pan heater will be on between 36 and 50 degrees, where defrost happens the most. So the ice is easy to build up on the bottom plate after and below the defrost. So we are gonna just turn on the drain pan heater between this period and just before or after defrost, between 32 and 50 degrees. So it's not gonna be always on like the current model. So this will end up having more energy efficient, less power consumption to the homeowner. So this is something new, as well as the intelligent defrost mode. And again, we also have the snow protection hood, discharge side, discharge side, and the back side. So we have also redesigned this snow protection hood based on this new outdoor design. Okay, thank you. That was it for my presentation. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you, Naoki. So just a couple quick reminders. If you have questions, use your chat box. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I did want to mention you will receive a follow-up email a little bit later today with a link to the webinar recording. It's the automated email from GoToWebinar, and it says, thanks for attending, or we're sorry we missed you, depending on whether you're live or not. In the body of that email will be the link to the recording. And I did also want to mention there is a post-webinar survey, so feel free to let us know how we did. We always do look forward to your feedback. I've got a few people wondering about the slide presentation. Will you be adding it to ShowPad? Will you be adding it to Daikin City? Is it something that's going to be made available to folks that are interested?
I'm personally, I'm okay, but let me talk to the ShowPad guys about this. But I think I can add this.
Okay. Will capacity charts at various temperature ratings be available? They are needed for load calculation manual D schedules.
Yes, we'll have a capacity, cooling and heating capacity, just like the other models. For example, on the heating side, for MXL, we'll have heating capacity chart down to negative 13 degrees by each indoor and outdoor temperature.
Okay. Let's see here. What is the release date?
So this is, we have a little bit unique launching schedule for this model. For the 4MXL, let's start from the northern region. For northern region, from February, the shipment of 4MXL has already started. And for north, for the 5MXF, you will get it from after April. And for the people in the south, it's the other way around. From the people in the south, you'll get the 5MXF from February, but for 4MXL, you'll only get it from April. So I wanted to give the cold climate model as soon as possible for the people in north because of temperature, and I wanted to give the standard model to the people in the south.
Okay. Are these available for commercial new construction, design, new build projects?
Yeah, I see why not. Yeah, I have visited many jobs with new construction apartments, and this stuff is really selling well in those new construction apartments.
Okay. I've got a few people asking about pricing for accessories, and I'm wondering, should we refer them to their distributors about that?
Yes, for a pricing, please refer to your local distributor.
Including on accessories?
Including accessories, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just wanted to make sure. Sorry, I've got a bunch. I love all the questions. Thank you for sending them all in. When will the literature about this product be available?
It is. Let me check that schedule with Connie, my partner. Let me check it with her for those schedules.
Okay. And do you know if she's planning to put that literature out in Daikin City? Is that the plan?
Oh yes, just like our current model, yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. What does the 5MXS outdoor unit? Sorry, that was a cost question. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead and check with your distributor on pricing. The new units work with the existing indoor units. Is that correct?
Yes. All the current indoor unit is compatible with this new model.
Okay. Can you advise whether this is R410A or R32?
R410A.
Okay. And let's see here. Yeah. Do you happen to know if Maryland is considered north or south for your purposes?
I need to check with the sales team, but I think Maryland is. Oh no, Maryland is north, definitely north.
Okay. All right. Sorry, just kind of trying to cut down on duplicate questions here. What kind of support will Daikin provide for the products?
What kind of support? Like a technical support?
That would be my guess, or possibly warranty. Would be the two things that come to mind.
Yeah, we have the 12 years warranty support, just like the other multi-port series, and yeah.
Oh, and the clarification came in technical as well as sales.
Yes, we will provide support, just like the current model. Yeah.
Okay. Will the current units support the new drain pan heater design?
I'm sorry, once again?
Will the current units support the new drain pan heater design?
No, the new drain pan heater is only compatible for the new model. The new drain pan heater, the size dimension is bigger to match the new model, so it will not fit into the current multi-port.
Okay. Will the indoor units be powered from the outdoor unit like the existing MXS units?
Indoor unit will be powered from the outdoor unit, just like the current model, yeah.
Okay. Are the documents already in Daikin City? Again, we're going to check on that. Stay tuned for the Daikin City information and whether the presentation can be up in Showpad. We'll get back with you on that. Can you speak to local building code compliance? Any comments on that?
Not sure what it means.
If you want to. Oh, sorry. If the questioner wants to go ahead and add additional information, alternately we can get with you offline on that. Are there any changes in terms of controls? Do controls stay the same?
Exactly the same control. Yep.
Okay. So the further clarification came in terms of the local building codes in terms of new construction. Do you have any comments on that? Or is that something you want to take offline?
No. Well, including a current multi-port as well as this new multi-port, there is no. I have not faced any local code issue. Multi-port is it is very suitable for those new construction.
Okay. If other people are wondering if they're considered north or south, somebody's asking about the West Coast, which is actually a very large coast. So if we can get more of an idea.
Kathleen, I'm sorry. I got a text from my colleague, and it seems like Maryland belongs to South. I'm sorry about that, but I think you should. I think we should check. You should check with the local sales team about that. I'm not really sure about the geography.
Gotcha. So if you have geographical questions, why don't you go ahead and check with your sales support or your TSMs? That would be helpful. When should the 3 snow hood accessories be used for someone asking in the Northeast? When would you use those snow hood accessories?
Snow protection hood. In most cases, so this is mostly used for residential single house application, and we recommend to install the outer unit where you will not get wind a lot. So in those cases, we don't recommend this. But if you can only install the outer unit where in the windy place and snow might be heavy, we recommend it. But in most cases, the wall on the house where you install the outer unit will protect it from the snow. But
Okay, so hopefully that answered your question there. Can this condensing unit be used with communicating systems?
Communicating system, like I think the third party thermostat, I guess. No, we cannot.
Okay. And will this be in the design tool like the 4-ton RMX unit? Will it be in the design tool?
Sorry, once again.
Will this be in the design tool like the 4-ton RMX unit?
Oh, like the RMXS design tool? No, this is more like a MXS series, so it's not. We don't have something like the RMXS 48.
Okay. Is the new drain pan heater control compatible with prior units?
No, that's the same question as the previous one, but no, the size will not fit into the old model.
Okay, and sorry about the duplicate on that. I apologize.
It's okay.
Are the AHRI numbers currently listed for both the 4 and the 5 port? Do you happen to know?
Yes, it is on the HRI directory already.
Okay. And getting down to what I think is about the last thing, which is really more a comment than or a recommendation, can you propose to marketing Dare to Compare brochures that are currently available for unitary equipment? Just something to kind of keep in mind or suggest. So lots of great questions. I tried to not have duplicates. I apologize about that one, but tried to combine some things that came in. If anybody has any additional questions, you can always tuck them into your post-webinar survey. I will be providing Naoki with a report that has all of your comments and questions and feedback, and if there's anything we need to get with you offline. I know there are a few people asking about literature and, Daikin City versus Showpad and all that kind of good stuff. We'll have a little follow-up to do. But on my end, that's all that I have at this point in time. Naoki, I wondered if you had anything you'd like to say in closing today.
No, thank you for your time, and I hope our new large capacity multiport will help your business. And the multiport is the fastest growing HVAC category in North America so far. So I'm very excited, and thank you so much for your time today.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for bringing us this presentation. Lots to digest and learn about. We appreciate that. And for everyone who took time out of your busy schedule, whether you're here live now or later on the recording, we appreciate your taking time out of your busy day to join us. If there's anything I can do to assist with webinars, you can always reach out to me at daikinwebinars@daikincomfort.com. And with that, I just want to wish you all a good rest of your day. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.